So I'll be creating the world. I'm not loading in yet though. So while I'm making the world and changing the settings, good evening people, or good morning, or yeah, my name is Breezy MC. Now, I'm not just a Minecraft player. I'm a gamer. Well, a mobile gamer to be specific. I mostly play on mobile. I play COD, but where we'll get into that later. So today I'll be playing Minecraft Survival. So as you can see, I started off in this very weird spawn. Didn't really like it that much at first, but you will eventually find out this is where I actually settled down, which is kind of funny because I really hated the spawn. So uh, I continued on trying to explore this place a little bit more before I could see what I was going to do. Then I just continued exploring till eventually I saw this huge, small but huge-ish forest. So then I just looked at it, then left. I then moved on, explored a bit more, tried to see what was in this world, something interesting, but I couldn't find anything yet. So I went down, saw my first tree, hadn't punched it yet, walked around instead of taking fall damage because I'm a very pro-ish, noobish Minecraft player. So I saw a big cave, walked away, and decided to finally punch my first tree. Got some logs. Yeah, got some logs, crafted planks and tools. I then went on, got some food early on in the game, but I continued exploring for now because I hadn't known anything. Decided to get some stone. After I'd gotten some stone, crafted some stone tools and put my wooden tools in my inventory. Then I decided to go on and get a bit more stone so I can craft the furnace later on in the game. So right after that, I saw another huge cave, ignored it for now, but then turned back, saw some coal near the cave, and I decided to mine it after all. Because I thought I would need it later on in the game, which I did need it. And then I saw some iron over at the top, so instead of going straight at it, because it was really dark, I went around it, saw a bit more iron, so I decided, why not take it? So I took it, and it was just one piece. I then continued and went up, and my phone was running out of battery. So I just still continued. Then I finally got to the iron, mined it from above, and turns out it was a lot more pieces than I thought. I then proceeded to leave after getting some of that iron, and I think I dropped one of those iron. I dropped one into the cave, but when I went down and tried to get it, I realized there were way too many mobs. I mean, it was getting dark, so they could come out now. And look at those zombies rushing in, trying to get me. So I decided to leave instead. Tried to hit one of them, but then another one came in, and I realized I might die because I'm being hit while drowning. So I decided to leave. Now when it was becoming night, I only realized it then that I did not have wool, so I couldn't make a bed and just skip through the night. I had to stay up, but I know that I'm afraid of these mobs, so instead of just trying to fend them off and continuing with my journey, I instead just decided to dig a hole and just wait until day. So I cut out most of the recording, and I just instead skipped to the part when I was smelting my items because I was kind of running low on hunger. So I couldn't sprint when I got up. I couldn't. So instead, I just decided while I'm down here, let me just make some food so that I can eat. And if there are still mobs above me, I can just run away. Smelted my iron as well, made an iron pick, and waited for the rest of the iron to smelting. While that was smelting, I made a shield, and obviously I put it on, and I looked decent. Not too good, not too bad. Then with the remaining iron, I did absolutely nothing because it was just too. It's basically useless for now. So finally got my food smelted, ate some. Then I was back at full health. I was back at full hunger. My bad, my bad, my bad. My words just aren't coming to me. So I was regening now, and I just stood there for a bit, thought about life. Then I just sat in the corner, couch, and waited until it was day. Cutted most of the recording here. As you can see, it's now day. So I grabbed my stuff, and I head back up. When I head back up, first thing I saw was this portal that I forgot to mention. As you can see in the previous recording, it's not planted in. I found it earlier on. I just didn't. So I left, forgetting that there was a portal there. Then my phone turned off, so I charged it. Now here's when I was loading back into Minecraft and having to rejoin the whole world again. This took a really long time, so I'm just gonna time lapse it. Anyways, I was now back into the world, so I decided to continue on with what I wanted to do. Originally, I had planned to end this world with at least a house, but I fell short of time, so instead, I just traveled a bit more. And then, while I was traveling in the ocean, I saw this Nautilus, and it guided me. I looked to the left, and I saw shipwreck. Coincidence? I think not. Well, it is, but I think not. Because how did this Nautilus lead me to seeing this shipwreck? It was so random. Well, I looted the shipwreck, and believe me, this this buried treasure map that I found, it is garbage. Oh my days! It had me look basically digging the whole desert to find this treasure, because I was so lost. I mined under the X and I saw nothing. I researched, found all the tips I could possibly find, and I used those to try and find it. I did eventually find it though. You will see later. So I found that first chest. I don't know how many chests this shipwreck actually had because I only looted 2. I believe that's all it had. So then went up, got some breath, tried to regen, but it was too slow. So I just decided, let me just go back down and try doing things quickly. Went down and I saw this drown, so I tried to kill it before I could actually continue. Because I had a feeling it was gonna interfere a lot. And then I went back up to get some air. Then I ate my last piece of meat, my last piece of pork chop. I still have more meat. So then, pause. My bad. So I then checked my inventory for whatever sole reason I had. Keep in mind, I'm doing a voiceover, so I don't really know what's gonna happen next as well. Because I'm doing this voiceover like an hour or more after I filmed this video, and it didn't have an original voice. So I had to do this all from scratch. So here was a really close, but not that close call. I was drowning, and this drown kept on hitting me as well. So I could have died here. But with my survival skills, I survived. Then I went down, saw this other chest, looted it, found 2 smithing templates. That's interesting, isn't it? Then I started taking damage, and I was really close to drowning. I was at a heart and a half. And I did not notice that until now when I'm doing this voiceover. So I had a really close, and I mean really close call. So then after this, I saw more in the chest. Decided to take everything that was in this chest, except for the rotten potatoes, obviously. So I then went back up and I realized I should probably get going. And this time I was gonna try and attempt to skip the night by sleeping on a bed instead of waiting until it's morning. So then I continued on, and when I continued on, I then realized that there was a ruined portal there that I did not loot. So I tried going back up to loot it, and yeah, trust me, that loot was not worth it at all. I then made my way over to the portal, and I was right now. I'm really tired. I can't even do this voiceover. I feel like just time lapsing this whole process until the end of the video, or at least just keep the interesting parts instead. But I can't do that. I can't be lazy, guys. I have to grind. The only good loot in that chest was the golden apple. And the thing about me is, I like taking all the loot that's in a chest. So, I took all the loot except the lodestone. And I didn't realize that I had an iron pick until I realized, I guess. So, I took the gold blocks as well. After this, pretty much nothing much happened. So, I'm just gonna time lapse forward until something interesting happens. Now this was an interesting moment because I made this platform where mobs could fall in, and this zombie fell in. So I killed it, and then I got an iron sword with sharpness 2 on it. I mean, I didn't really use the sword in the end, but I got the sword. It was pretty interesting. And I jumped around and I was happy. But then I realized it's just an iron sword with sharpness 2. But I had a pretty bad start though. So I couldn't even believe that I haven't gotten that much iron yet. So I'm just gonna continue time lapsing until something else interesting happens, I guess. So see you then. then they still somehow got the guts to try and kill me. And then this was a close call because I got blown up by a creeper, and then there's other creeper following me. But I'm too good at this game. Yeah, just kidding. Not really that good. But I ended up almost having another close call. I could have died. Didn't even realize that. That's okay. Then I just decided that tonight I would be skipping night. I wouldn't just be there waiting until it was morning. And I didn't realize that my inventory was full until I checked when I was trying to pick up the bones. Then I realized, wait, inventory is full. Then I realized that I had to settle down sooner or later because I couldn't be having a full inventory. I'd have to go mining too. And then I killed this other sheep, and I was now at 2 really close. Wait, no, was it 3? What? Where did I get the first one from? Probably cut out the parts, maybe time lapse and forgot about it. But I promise you guys I did not cheat on this world. I did not cheat. So I then had on a quest trying to find the buried treasure, and this was a very, and I mean very long journey because I went in all directions but didn't seem to be making any progress on the map. So I'm just gonna time lapse to when I finally got on the X and where the trouble started. Finally at the buried treasure chest. So now I just had to find exactly where it was. And this is where the trouble started. Because believe me, I could not find the thing. And I always have trouble finding buried treasure chests. So I dug down a 2x2 base and started digging down. Digged down for a very long time. And in the end I found nothing. Time lapse to when the disaster ended. Finally, I had a bed, so I skipped through my first night, first ever skip night. When I woke up and continued trying to find my buried treasure. Here, I really apologize. Here, since I skipped the part where I finally found the buried treasure, and as you can see I got a diamond that I'm from and some of the stuff, and then I went to the cave. I believe it was for iron, some iron that I found, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so I'm just gonna skip up to the point because there's nothing more interesting that happens until I just decide to start building my base and finally get a full iron armor set. Sorry for spoiling though. I then settled in for this area that I decided to settle down in. This is where I would build my house, I guess. I mean, I really wanted to be in a better place, but I think eventually I will continue traveling and eventually find the perfect spot for me to live. So I went out, grabbed some building materials from here on, and then I was going to start building my house. While I was gathering building resources, I found this patch of iron, so I decided to mine it, and then pretty much I continued gathering building resources. I wanted to make a house made out of oak planks and oak logs, because I don't really like jungle wood. It's nice and all, but I just don't prefer using it, and I don't really use it that much when building houses. So I just decided, let me just use the oak that I have. Here I saw more iron, and then it was being guarded by this creeper, so I had to kill it first. So then that's what I did. I killed the creeper, uh, real quick. Killed the creeper, then built up and got the iron. So I'm just showing you guys all this so that you don't say I cheated for the iron. There might be some iron that I did not show myself getting, but I can guarantee I could even show you guys the settings in the next video that I'll make, so that you guys can finally believe me. But I'm just gonna tell you now. So then I continued getting building materials. I was at 40 wood right now, 40 wood logs, oak logs. So I decided that was not gonna be enough. Then it was really kinda hard to find oak trees in this area that I was in, because it was like a mix of plains, jungle, and like a bit of oak. So I continued on, got some more wood. Real quickly on my time lapse. Here I decided that I had string and leather, so I made a bundle so that I could have a bit more space in my inventory rather than to have a full inventory at all times. And I had now had a stack and 12 oak logs. I wanted to go mine more, which I think I did, but at first I think I was going to go mine more, and then I saw this zombie with full golden armor, and when I killed it I only got the helmet. Disappointing, isn't it? And at this point I had not thought to use my iron sword yet, because I was afraid that it would break, and if it had broken, it would be really sad. But I could only ever move on from that sword when I get diamonds, which I did not do in this episode yet. It's disappointing how slow I was in this one, but we'll have to live with it. So here I think I went AFK for a bit, then I came back, made some wood, and then after making some wood, went into the crafting table and I made chests, made 4 chests. Then I made 2 double chests, and then I had some trouble actually making this double chest on top, because I kept on misclicking and I forgot to crouch here, then I accidentally opened the chest. Eventually I got it, and instead of putting everything in the chest already, I put most things. Then after putting most of those things, I then realized that I could smelt my iron ore, then make iron armor and tools, hopefully. So what I did was I put everything in, and then after putting everything in, I took some saplings, and for some reason I just couldn't put away my other items. took 2 apples and my gold, thinking I was gonna make my 2 golden apples. Then went to the furnace, forgot that I didn't take my coal, so went back, took my coal, and then I put my iron in the furnace and let it smelt. Then I started deforesting. Then I knew it was gonna be too slow without a shovel, so I made a stone shovel for now, because I couldn't be caught taking so much time clearing up some land for my house. So I'm just gonna real quickly show you what I did. I then patched up some of these holes, and then I saw this cave. I wanted to cover it up because I thought it was gonna be annoying next to my house. Then I saw these zombies coming out and a skeleton behind the zombie. Then I just decided, let me try and cover it up from the top only. And then this zombie somehow got through and hit me. And then there were 2 zombies now. So I started panicking and I crouched immediately. Then I killed them because they basically burned mostly. So after that, went in my chest, took some food so that I could heal and ate it. Then started healing now. I was regening. Then took some dirt blocks, even though I had more dirt blocks in my inventory, which I did not realize that until now. Then I tried to kill the skeleton, which I did do. The thing is, I'm really scared of skeletons, so when I'm killing them, it's like a really slow process. So eventually I killed it. Then I don't know what this bow went. Do I have it in my chest? I think I might. Then I realized it was a bigger cave, but I quickly covered it up. Not all of it, the side where my house was gonna be. So I covered it up. It took actually a long time, so I'm not gonna time lapse it because I think I've time lapsed too much in this video. But if I did not time lapse, you have to understand the time lapse is a must. Because if I did not time lapse, this video is gonna end up being an hour or more long. It's gonna be a basic movie though. So I decided that I was gonna cover up half of it and I'm gonna time lapse most of this video. And then after time lapsing this video, it would hopefully be shorter. I don't know, because I'm still voiceovering right now, so I don't know whether it's gonna be short or normal amount of length. Hopefully it's not too long, because if it's long, my second episode will have to be short, because I don't want to spend too much time wasting. So I started building my house here, and building houses for me, it's a really long process. Trust me, it's a really long process. See, when it comes to measurements, I always am specific. So I started building up the support beams, I guess you could call them, or basically the frame of the house and how big I want it to be, how big I want the house to be. And in the end, I was unable to finish the house. All I could do was build up the walls and not the roof, which I hopefully will finish up in the second episode and hopefully go mining in the second episode. So for now, I just continued on building, and I needed to deforest more and just add a bit more land there. So that's what I did. And then now I ran out of dirt and I had more in my inventory. I finally remembered that this time. So I continued on, and I wanted the house to be 5 long, like in height, but then I thought it would be too much work. So this was the frame, the front frame. Then I moved to the sides, and then I put more dirt so I could have more space to work with. After that, I continued on building the house. While I was building the house, made more support, and my iron, I believe by now had finished smelting, if I'm not mistaken, but I did not use it just yet. I only used it when I finished building the walls. So I made the walls, the main walls, about 5 wide, and I made the walls in the middle 4 wide because I need to have a double door. So I made the sides 5 wide, and then used blocks to build up and make the frame of the house. I'm on a time lapse when I finally fill in the walls. I had now run out of wood. I wanted to craft stairs originally so I could put on the door, like that fancy design. So I wanted to get more wood, but then I turned around and I thought I was now tired, so I could just end the video off here and at least show that I got some progress. I walked around the house a bit. Then after I walked around the house, I wanted to go again. And then I opened my inventory, went back, then went to my furnace, took my iron, opened my crafting table, and proceeded to craft some armor. Made a chest plate, leggings, helmet, and boots. Yeah, I was feeling tough. Made some boots. Then what I could do with the remaining iron, I made an axe and remained with 1 iron, but well, I was not gonna use it. So I had now had a full set of iron armor and wanted to wear it and make like a basically cool cinematic scene. So I quickly changed, and then I put on my iron armor and held out my iron sword with sharpness 2 on it. Then decided to take a screenshot looking pretty tough, but it would have looked tougher with diamond armor or netherite armor, which I will do later. I don't know if I'll get netherite armor. So if you guys don't mind, do like and subscribe, turn on that bell icon to know when the next video comes out. Hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.